Not a single boring day in the Thargoid War. Just yesterday, we put up a war update that talked about Titan Kohio being buffed and the fact that almost 18,000 people had joined the fight, and the fact that we had roughly crossed the halfway mark towards the destruction of the final Titan. Well, today, a lot of things have happened. Namely, hyperdictions and interdictions to Sol and in Sol has stopped. Anti-Xeno combat zones in Sol have disappeared. Mars High, previously extraordinary, challenging battleground, has now almost entirely calmed down. Titans, both dead and the single live one, started making a sound that was decoded through a spectrograph, and we'll talk about in a second what it is and what I think it means. A lot of people have been asking, what do you think I interpreted it to mean? And I have a couple of theories that we will discuss. As part of that, the God Hand of our British friends kicked in again, and the total value of the health pool of a Titan was massively reduced again overnight from the 2 billion CG points. It has been scaled down to 1.4 billion, saving us a grand total of 840 cores of total progression to finally take it down. Our overall progress in the CG has been scaled accordingly. So this is a pretty significant bump down after a very significant bump up that we were talking about yesterday of a factor of 16x against the comparison of previous Titans. It is now more along the lines of 11x. Still a lot more, but a very significant drop from where the health pool of the Titan was yesterday. But let's talk about the image that has appeared in the spectrograph of the sound the Titans are making, and again, what it is and what I think it represents. What it shows is a number of presumably male-female human couples, which appear to multiply, assuming this is red top to bottom. So a man and a woman, 2 men, 2 women, 4 men, 4 women, on the backdrop of an 8-point spiral, inward spiral, which can be interpreted as a variety of different things. But unlike some of the things, it has like a bunch of spiky bits at the end, which resemble what could be a Titan, but it could also be an interceptor. But presumably these are the Thargoids that have invaded the bubble. But again, now we get starting to get interpretation. So this is the image that has been decoded from the sound the Titans make. What does it mean, and what do we interpret it to be? Well, it sounds like a theme is reproduction and the geometrical expansion of the human race from, again, 2 to 4 to 8. Now, I am no expert scientist, but I do know the Thargoids a little bit, having fought them for a long time now. And having known them for even longer. So my personal interpretation of this image is an explanation. It is an explanation now that their war is lost for them, now that the last Titan is about to fall. This is their explanation as to why they fought, why they came. We came to fight human expansion. This is the message, I believe. Now, as a more lighthearted aside, if it read Shojin A's mind, I think it kind of rules out her from being either from Japan or South Korea, because if she had been from one of those 2 countries, that picture would have been inverted. It would have been 842 instead of 248. But maybe in the 4th millennia, we've kind of solved that problem and we're back into an expansionary phase. But sort of like complete tangent aside for a moment. That is my personal interpretation of what this image means. It is an explanation of why the Titans came to fight us. They came to fight and contain our, as they see it, uncontrolled expansion, which goes hand in hand with the origin of the war that many will remember. It all started when we expanded to the Pleiades, which was, again, historically considered Thargoid territory. So it is our expansion, and it is their response to that expansion that brought them here. How you feel about that, and how you feel about the nasty business that is war, including the human abductions and everything that goes with that, is up to you. But that is my personal leading interpretation of this message. Of course, it could mean a number of other things. It could be some people are talking about this in the context of now granting us permission to expand, which would tie into the colonization theme. Some people are interpreting this as like Thargoids running some kind of experiment on humans and multiplying humans as part of their bi-storage capsule abductions. You could read these in many, many, many ways. We won't know until we know more. My personal read of this message is as I've described. How does that make you feel? What do you think we should do? Do you think we should stop our attacks on Titan Cohio and declare a truce? Do you think we should continue on our assault and assert our ability to defend our homeworld? Let us know in the comments below. And glory to mankind. Commander Mechan, over and out.